I was in the British Army for 5 years in Germany in the Cold War, and all we learnt was how to retreat from the German border in tanks. So I got bored and joined the Sultan's army at a time when world Marxism was doing very well. And so I joined the army. This is the Sultan's navy back then. That's his army. This was my reconnaissance platoon. There were about 60 of us. I had learnt Arabic in Beaconsfield, and so we were able to communicate. This is the Sultan's Air Force, or one half of it, photographed obviously from the other half. If you look carefully, the team consisted of people from Oman, Zanzibar, Baluchistan, myself, European. All of us were, of course, Muslim. I was a Muslim for 3 years I was out there. There were about 3,000 members of the People's Front and the opposition. There were only 180 of us in the army, so I learnt to be flexible by never moving in an easy target like a Land Rover, so we only moved by night for 3 years out there. But I had to leave the Sultan's army, unfortunately. We, over the 3 years, were the only army patrol on the total Saudi-Yemeni-Omani border. It was a great time, but if you went too many times on the same track, they would put mines which would blow a Land Rover over 100 meters, and the people further than that. So you learnt to be alert. I was thrown out of the British Army because I had failed to get A-levels at school, so I couldn't go to Sandhurst like the American West Point. And so when I was thrown out of the Army, purely because of the lack of A-levels, I was 24 years old, and my career was behind me. So I got married at the time, and my wife decided what we could do to make a living was to do what I'd been doing in the army, teaching soldiers how to climb and ski in Germany in order to stop them beating each other up in the canteen, which they did because they were very bored because the Soviet army never bothered to attack. Now, the